most celebrated houses of history.
How did I get involved with the ballroom culture? I tell people I ran into it by mistake, how it happened. I was 14 years old, running through the West Village, Christopher Street. Me and my friends from high school, we decided to run on out there after school. And I heard this DJ playing some music from a boombox, and he had a crowd of people, following him. So here come Dashaun, following the crowd, trying to see what's going on. I'm a newbie. And they went all the way down to the Christopher Street Pier, and I seen them start voguing. And at first, when we first see it, we're like, what is this? What's happening? And as the time comes, and when I started going every day, I started to understand the culture of ballroom. We're starting to take off the underground part about it and just be the ballroom scene because, it's not underground anymore. People are figuring out what's going on. Lingo's being used, creative ideas are coming from this. People are sparking interest in wanting to participate as well, too. So it's beautiful to know that people are definitely open to understand where we are and how we are.
Yeah, I guess for whatever reason, I never realized that's where tens across the board is from. Just yes. That one specifically.
It works in this culture, baby, and once you go to a ball and understand it, you'll definitely see this on a television show, but when you go to a ball and you see tens and you see how everyone interact in the different ways that we can showcase tens, with our information and knowledge, and we put it all together to create our baby legendary.
8 houses, 9 balls, $100,000 grand prize.
Now they must battle until one remains.
And the best house wins, bitch.
Which includes these 8 amazing houses from the actual ballroom scene. And they come on television as such a platform just to express what it is to have this culture. The show showcases 5 individuals from the house with a leader and 4 members. But when it comes to the actual scene, there is no limit to how many people you can have a part of a house. I can have hundreds of thousands of people a part of my house, but there's no limit. You want to have as much talent as you can have, so when you guys are ready to compete, you can hit all angles and all corners.
So you're in the house of exclusive Lanvin.
Yes.
How did you end up in that house?
I started off in the house of Evisu. When I started off, the house of Evisu I was in for a numerous amount of years, and there was also a house of La Croix that was a part of the ballroom culture. What we did was take these two houses and put it together to create a powerhouse called Exclusive Lanvin. We were good in fashion and performance. They were good in fashion and runway. And we decided to combine and create this big entity, which created this big, huge, super powerhouse that was just amazing. And I've always been a part of the same house. I just kind of changed names. So I've been a part of the same house for over 20 years. If that makes any sense.
One of you will make history.
Who's the baddest bitch? I'm looking for the turn up.
While the other one will become history.
You're chopped.
The MC is a part of our house as well. But our number one job is to never try to play favoritism at all. That's not fair to anyone who is participating or competing or judging or watching. So you have to keep that neutral stance as an MC or as a host. It was no problem for me to step back because I wasn't voting. I wasn't, able to have, my say so as far as their decision, but what I can do is make sure everything runs fine when it comes to the ball as a whole, when it comes to everyone, every house. We all get the same equal amount of respect, shout out, and everything. If another house wins and my house loses, that house wins. I got to show them love. My house wins, I show them love. So it's a cool job. It's not so bad as it seems. It just kind of sucks when you see, things happen to your house members, but baby, you keep that straight face, baby. That's how it is.
You did what needed to be done.
You are so shady today.
I said what I said.
Everyone who is sitting on this panel have had an experience with ballroom, like a Jamila who used to attend some balls in New York City at Club Escolita, and Megan Thee Stallion, who people are part of her team are legendary people in the ballroom culture. You know, Law Roach, who used to attend balls and come with fashionably done and just sit and watch us. So these judges have been selected who are familiar with what's going on, may not have participated and may not have been there in the forefront there, but they have this education information.
Ballroom taught me how to be me.
You're taking what people hate about you and putting it in their faces. It's empowering.
The ballroom community is for everyone.
If you were interested in this, you know, you sort of gotta fish through what's going on and figure out where your place is. You know, there's hundreds of houses out there. If I want to go to a fashion house because I like to dress, I see these people like to get creative with their outfits, I'm going to go to them. If I feel like I am a beautiful statue and I can sit there with my beautiful features and face and be with a big crowd of people who have the same value of what it is to be a part of the, I can stick with them. So there's no specific guidelines like, hey, log on to this page and find out this information and follow these rules and you'll be a ballroom person.
Let's say I'm sitting at home. Obviously, I can watch Pose, which you're on. I can watch Legendary, which is coming soon. But are there other things that I should check out, or people, names I should look up on YouTube?
There's so many different things. I'm just going to try to name a few. Like immediately on YouTube, you can go to Ballroom Throwbacks. It's the guy who records majority of everything that goes on Ballroom. And it's on this YouTube platform. And you can see the battles between, you know, every category, everything that we have creative-wise. We also have television shows like Pose. We also have shows like My House, which was a Viceland situation that was going on with a couple of youth and young adults from our community. There's also a movie out, I believe it's called Kiki. It's a movie about the Kiki scene, and the Kiki scene is a subculture of the actual main ballroom scene, but this is for youth and young adults. So they have a movie that's out, and it's frigging amazing. And yes, we hear Paris is Burning. You know, The Queen is also a good movie to watch. Definitely see how a lot of that sort of experience years ago take place with today and how that sort of intertwined the ballroom culture. And there's one more movie that was out as well, too. I'm not sure if it has so much of being put on the forefront, but it was called How Do I Look? These are the different sort of entities added in to explain what the ballroom culture, what the scene was about.
It is one of the greatest American art forms that's ever been created.
Legendary. Kitty, cat, cat, cat.